Wow! Cool.
Alright, so now we're just finished up at IKEA. We are here at Mavericks in Canton, which opened in 2019. They have their own featured beers that were created called the Mav. Mav's the name of the brewery, which is based off them, plus a selection of many others. So I decided I'm going to sample all 4 of the Mavs that they have right now. And this will get me up to $8.99 on Untapped, which means my 900th I will have here. And it's going to be one from Arbor, hopefully. We'll see. So I'll go ahead and get going first right here with the Mav Red Ale, a 5.2%. It says it's perfectly balanced classic American Red Ale, so we'll see how it goes. Okay. Fits the description perfectly. I'm a fan of ambers and reds, so yeah, this is a pretty good red ale. It's definitely pretty classic. Not a lot that stands out about it, like, you know, anything too over the top with special ingredients. So, but it hits the American red on the head perfectly. So this is I'm gonna give it another sip and we'll see what my rating will be. Extremely malt forward, not that much in the way of hops. I mean, in the aftertaste you get a little bit of hop, but the malt dominates the whole thing. So solid 4 out of 5 on this one. So next up is the Mav Blonde Ale. It's a blonde ale, as you can see, and you can tell by the name. And it's a 5% ABV beer. It's crisp and smooth, and then this light-bodied ale features wheat and oats and sapphire hops, which provide a low hop bitterness. So, cheers to a good blonde ale here, hopefully. That's really smooth. Really smooth, one of the most smooth and refreshing blondes that I've had. Now blondes, you know, kind of like lagers, you're more refreshing beers that you can, very sessionable, that you can drink many of. This one is sweet, slight bitterness from the sapphire hops, but one that you literally could just drink and drink and drink because it is so smooth and sessionable. And that smooth and sessionable also helps bring it up. Blondes are hit or miss for me a lot. Just because you can do so many different flavors with them. This one keeps it pretty straightforward, and the body, that the oats help with the body too. So for this one, it's gonna go ahead and it's gonna roll with a 4 out of 5 as well, because it fits perfectly, and even coming after the darker and more maltier amber or red ale that I just had, it still holds its own. So 4 out of 5 for this one. Really crisp and refreshing. Like this is a good one. Alright, so while we're here, we also got the goat cheese and bacon pizza, which, a little bit of a cheat here, I've already tried it, and it is extremely good. So I'm going to go ahead and just have a little bit of it here too, and give you my thoughts on it. Take a little bit of a close-up here so you can kind of get a look at it here. It's a pretty thin crust. The crust actually tastes a lot like a Cheez-It, especially with the cheese is baked in there. So I'll go ahead and take a bite out of it. It's a really good pizza. If you're a cheese lover and if you love bacon, this is a must-have pizza. The flavor, the bacon and the cheese even enhances with, especially the goat cheese because it's melted out there too. It's just absolutely wonderful. And like I said, the crust provides that little bit of a Cheez-It flavor because it has the cheese, the way it's baked in, and the crunchiness just reminds me a lot of a Cheez-It. So if you like Cheez-Its too, you'll like this. You remember, what was it, Little Caesars or whoever had that, not Little Caesars, Pizza Hut had that Cheez-It pizza? Well, this crust tastes like the Cheez-It at least, so Definitely recommend if you ever come to Mavericks. All right, what do you think of the pizza? Another It's Good review, guys. So there you go. Haley says it's good, so it's good. All right, so now it's the Mav IPA time. You know I love IPA, so this is solid right here. This one is hopped with Mosaic, Maturina, Simcoe, and Centennial hops. It's an American IPA, so hopefully it's well balanced here. Smooth with hopefully the hop bitterness plus the malt. So pretty good. Pretty middle of the road IPA. Off that, all the hop flavors mesh together. So you get a little bit of dank hop flavor with your traditional hop flavor. And you know how much I love Mosaic hops, so it's good. Plus you get a little bit of almost tropical flavor with it too. And the hops do dominate over the malt here, which is typical with IPAs. But middle of the road, I would definitely, I guess 4 is the standard here, because I'll roll with a 4 with this one too. One more sip, we'll see for sure. I mean, yeah, it's a good IPA, but once again, when you can get Two Hearted all the time, you know, and Two Hearted's the best IPA out there, or one of them, because I do like Dead Elephant too from Railway City. This kind of, you know, it sits up there, but it's not all the way up there to 5.0. 4.0, solid, another good one. Keep it going, Mav. So next up is the Mav Porter, which is super secret because we do not know what the IBUs or the ABV is on it, but hopefully it's a good porter. Going back really quick at just the IPA, I wanted to point this out. That was 61 IBUs and 6.3% ABV. So here we go, number $8.99 right here with the Mav Porter. Super smooth, traditional porter flavor. Thankfully, it's not super strong, so the not available ABVs works great. So solid middle of the run porter. Without much background on it, I don't really know what else to say except it tastes like a porter. 3.8 for this one, a really solid porter. Slight roast flavor. Malt forward, not really much of hops, but I don't really know what else to make of it, so 3.8 is a solid one for this one. So Mav Porter falls a little below the 4s, but still not bad, still a really solid porter. Alright, so here we go, beer number 900. I said it was going to be something from Arbor, that was a lie. So what happened is I kind of planned out what I was going to have for my 900th and my whole trip here. But the menu was different that was showing on UNTAPPED than the one that's printed. So the Arbor here on Hayes, the New England IPA, was not what it was. Thankfully, my original choice that I did want that was online is here. So this is actually going to be the, what's it called again? Juice. I'll let you know in a second. So I forgot what it was called there, and I've been looking for this beer all along, so it's very weird, but it is called Jumbo Juice. It is from Eastern Market Brewing Company out of Detroit, and it is a 9% Imperial or double New England IPA. So I upgraded from what would have been the New England IPA to the double New England. Glad that we have this. So of course, it says this is a jumbo size version of our flagship Elephant Juice. This New England double IPA has double the Citra and Mosaic hops, giving way to exploding notes of candied passion fruit and citrus rind in this EMBC, Eastern Market Brewing Company Classic. So taking that, they call it Jumbo Juice because it's adding on to it, and I tend to like beers that are named after elephants, so let's just go with this. Oh. So this has an average rating of 4.19 with well over 2,000 check-ins. As you can see, pretty hazy beer. But gosh, is it delicious. It's juicy, it's hoppy, it's very citrusy and tropical. Ooh, you know that I love my New England. This is stronger than typical New England, but super delicious. This, another 5 out of 5. I know I just gave a 5 out of 5 the other night, but here's another 5 out of 5 for this one. Another solid New England, another solid hazy. Absolutely delicious. If you ever get a chance to try it,